outside looking in, but a chance to get back in the playoff hunt with a win today over the Nighthawks of Vegas. Can the Skulls win their third consecutive game? Find out now on the Indoor Football League Network. And we welcome you to downtown Tucson, the Tucson Arena, affectionately known as the Boneyard. And we welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Hello, everybody, with the three-time Arena Football League MVP, Nick Davila. I'm Pat Parrison. Nick, what a game we have for everybody today here in Tucson. It is really a chance for the Sugar Skulls to take that next step and get right back in this playoff picture. Yeah, and just keep the momentum going. They're on a 2-game winning streak, and Las Vegas is their last 3 games sitting at 3-1. So it's a very big game for this organization. We're coming off a game for the Sugar Skulls, maybe their most complete game under Billy Back in that win last week, and they need to keep that momentum going. Yeah, they need to keep that momentum going, and they've dominated that game with all 3 phases. And your 3 keys includes one of the biggest phases that gets overlooked a lot, and that is, of course, special teams. Yeah, absolutely. That's the number 1 key, I think, that can dominate the special teams, as well as kind of confuse and get that quarterback who's playing well for them on the other side, get that ball to their other field. And then the last one is offensively. We've got to be able to get the ball to James Williams and make sure that he gets enough touches. He's leading the team in 10 touchdowns. Yeah, and he has been a real X factor, as Jam, they call him, Jameis Williams, and he is a player that is a dynamic player that can really impact the game at the running back spot. He's been able to do that. You see the Sugar Skulls being introduced right now, and they've got some unique uniforms. This is old Tucson, a kind of Wild West theme night, and all the kids are receiving these Wild West jerseys, and the players are warm as well. You kind of like this, here we are in the Wild West, Nick, and the Sugar Skulls have embraced, the heritage of not only the Hispanic culture here in Tucson, but the Wild West culture as well. Yeah, absolutely. It's fun to be a part of, and, that's what you get when you come to a game, all those cool themes with the cool jerseys. Making sure that those kids enjoy it and have something to take away as well, as you see the introductions of the players continuing here for the Sugar Skulls. We mentioned Jameis Williams is such an important part of it, but really what's solidified this offense in the last couple of weeks, Nick, has been that offensive line. Yeah, and absolutely, they go hand to hand, right? You can't have a good running back without a good dominant offensive line. And like we talked about earlier, I feel the 2 years that I've seen this organization play, this is the best unit they have up front, and it's showing with them, with Williams having 10 touchdowns. And there's Q Baker being introduced right now, and he's kind of the anchor of that offensive line at center. We've seen them do some terrific things offensively. And there's Jam Williams, as they call him, Jameis Williams, who's been outstanding with those 10 touchdowns, as you mentioned. Jorge Reyna, though, has been the guy that when he got here on scene, now 8 games in, has taken hold and been that veteran presence you need. Yeah, he's been steady Eddie. He's been doing a great job of taking care of the football after those first couple games, is sitting at 23 touchdowns and only 6 interceptions. So I think that's the key for him, is taking care of the football, and he's got all the throws he can make. So I'm excited to see him grow and see what they could do in the playoffs as they get this W tonight. And you see the player introductions, Billy Back's son's out there as well, and Trip Harrington, their top wide receiver, going up against a Nighthawks defense that's formidable as well. A lot of what the Nighthawks did in their blowout win last week against the Iowa Barnstormers, 82 points they racked up, but the defense had a touchdown, special teams had a touchdown. It wasn't just offense for the Nighthawks last week. Yeah, their team is coming together. They're starting to play well. They got pretty cool uniforms as well. Yeah. But, it's going to be an exciting game to be a part of. All right, let's get ready to head down to the field and our national anthem.
If you are able, and kindly remove your hats as your Tucson Sugar Skulls welcome Topher Esqueda and Rafael Acuna, the Cowboy Critters from Old Tucson, who'll be performing our national anthem.
Well, stand over there. Be respectful. Well, come on.
Yeah, stop drinking.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well done by the folks at Old Tucson. We'll have more on them coming up at halftime as they present a little stunt performance. That'll be at halftime here. Can't wait for that. A little bit ago, I talked to Billy Back, the head coach of the Tucson Sugar Skulls, about tonight's game. All right, Billy, back-to-back wins. You got to feel good about where your team is right now playing-wise.
Yeah, I do. We feel good week of work practice-wise. Coming back off 2 wins. It's we got that third game ahead of us right here that we haven't made over the hump yet this season. So this is a big game for us to take advantage of.
You got a running back in Jameis Williams who's really starting to take over. You want playmakers. He seems to be one of those playmakers.
Yeah, he's a football player. He's fun to be around. Just a fireball. We just love watching him play.
McMullen last week was phenomenal on the defensive side of things. What do you need from him tonight to stop that Vegas offense that's on a roll?
He's got to be even better this week. He had a few MAs last week, but made up for him. But he's got to have a clean game. He's got to be relentless and just prove a point.
You've got a former Arizona Wildcat quarterback in Jaden Delora going here. That'll excite the crowd a little bit, but at the same time, you got to find a way to stop him.
Yeah, we do. I hope he's playing video games. Last year we called him. He told me he's going to call me back. He was playing video games. So I'm going to remind him about that this week. But he's a heck of a player. He's a gunslinger. We got our hands full with him for sure.
Good luck tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And there you go. So you think that was a part of the message to the team that, hey, that quarterback over there, he's playing really well, that Jaden Delora cat, but, he's the one that didn't call us back when we called him.
Yeah, video games seemed to be a little bit more important that day. So I think definitely these guys are going to play with a little chip on their shoulder on the defensive side. And as a quarterback, too, if I was in Reyna's position, I would try to go out there and show them up a little bit and show them, hey, we're a team to be reckoned with and not to be disrespected. So that's exciting to see. I'm getting excited sitting here up in the booth.
I know you are. We've been excited since we watched them down on the field when we were down there for warm-ups. And you've got, yes, the quarterbacks don't play each other, but you got a really interesting, fascinating matchup between Jorge Reyna, the veteran who played for this Vegas team at one point as well, and Jaden Delora, the kid that played in Tucson, not that long ago for the Arizona Wildcats, but he is an IFL rookie. Now, he's doing outstanding, but maybe he hasn't faced the defense that the Sugar Skulls have.
Yeah, we'll see tonight.
That's for sure. Let's go down for the coin toss now as they get set to determine who's going to get the ball first.
I'll be your referee tonight. This is Jake. He'll be your umpire. This is Tony. He will be doing the coin toss. Vegas, you are the visitors. Red is heads, blue is tails. Red is heads, blue is tails. When he flips it, call it in the air. Vegas has won the toss, has elected to defer. Tucson will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
Tony Sanders, the general manager of Old Tucson, a guy I know pretty well, did the coin toss there. Unfortunately, Tony didn't do us a good deed. He lost the coin toss for the Sugar Skulls. Not that he had anything to do with that at all. O'Reilly Chevrolet, you see that fancy new pickup truck, a Chevy, touring on the field right now. O'Reilly Chevrolet is our game day presenting sponsor for Tucson Sugar Skulls football here on the Indoor Football League. Yeah, you want to defer, but you know what? You also look at it like, well, we can score first, get the ball first, score first.
Start the momentum off with the offensive side, right? That's the mindset you should have. I'm really interested to see the coverages that we're going to see against Reyna. Last week they showed a lot of man against him, and he tore him up, getting the ball out quick. That's what I'm really impressed when I cut the film on him. He's getting the ball out quick, and that's half of the battle when you play in this indoor game.
Get it out quick, get that football distributed to your playmakers, and that's what he did last week, and you hope he'll continue to do that this week. Actually, it's been a couple of weeks in a row. You look back, Nick, you know, the second half against the Rattlers in Phoenix a couple of weeks ago through the 4 quarters last week, you got 6 quarters of maybe the best football we've ever seen from the Sugar Skulls franchise.
Yeah, I concur with that. The way he's been playing after that second half of that game brought them back to tie it and then lead them into the victory in
Triple
OT.
overtime, yep.
Yeah, it's been nothing but impressive what he's done lately.
Certainly has. Ben Derby is the kicker for the Nighthawks from Vegas, and for the Sugar Skulls, dropping back. It looks like it'll be a couple of guys, including, it's the 2 running backs. It's Jameis Williams and it's Devontae Sapp Lynch getting the call right now, as Jerome Buckner is not active in this game tonight, and he's generally the guy that returns kicks. Well, hey, you got 2 good speedsters back there. You might as well use them.
Yeah, you got your 2 running backs.
And an exciting one this afternoon. Matinee action of the Indoor Football League, as we're running down on games to play in the 2025 season. Sugar Skulls at 5-6, Nighthawks at 7-5, and they can really tighten it up if the Sugar Skulls get a win here over the Nighthawks. There's the kickoff, going for the deuce, and he got it. The deuce right away. 2 points for kicking it through your opponent's goalpost. So without even possessing the ball, Vegas has a 2-0 lead.
Man, that is such an advantage. If you get a kicker that can consistently do that, you're getting 2 points every possession.
And he's got a strong leg, and he's, they have the similar situation up in Henderson in the Vegas area with a low scoreboard, so he knows how to avoid the speakers here and those low line drive kicks, and you kind of fade it in, and he just did it right there.
Yeah, you got to come from the angle from the side. Well, here we go. Ball at the 5-yard line.
Trailing 2-0. Only in the indoor game can you be down 2-0, and nobody's possessed the ball yet.
Right away, coming back an empty package.
And standing in his own end zone is Jorge Reyna. And he looks quick, and he fires quick. Wide open up the middle is
Alfonso Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor right away. Got to get used to these new numbers. They're skinnier and they're fainter than
yeah, for sure.
Everything's kind of a shade of orange or yellow here.
Yeah, you got to lock in a little bit.
There you go.
But yeah, right away they come getting the ball out quick out of his hands. They run a scissors concept, just hitches across the board. Good job by the offensive coordinator.
12 yards, first down, handoff to Sapp Lynch. He gets tripped up after picking up probably 5. So not a bad play on first down there.
Yeah, just another great job by Taylor. If we can get another look at it, just at the point of attack, getting up on that safety and creating a wall right there on the same side as Jamison.
So Taylor,
James.
Yep. Alfonso Taylor getting a job done with the receiving and with blocking. You got to do everything in this league. Certainly a quarterback's best friend is a receiver who can block as well. And here comes Reyna again, empty backfield. 3-man rush, picked up. He rolls to his right. He fires, and against the wall is caught by Sapp Lynch, and he's thrown down to the ground at the 13-yard line. Another first down play.
Yeah, Clyde Davis did a good job of getting off the ball and timing up that count, but Baker did a good job of resetting himself, getting back play side, and then you can see right there just keeping his eyes to the field where he's running and throwing a good ball to Devontae Sapp Lynch.
Yeah, knowing that you always have Sapp Lynch right there against the boards, and he did.
Right away, they're rolling offensively, looking really good this first drive.
There's the fourth play of this drive, first down, and now at the 13-yard line. Sapp Lynch fakes the handoff, and there's nowhere really to go for Reyna, and Reyna will be stopped with no gain. This Nighthawks defense is particularly strong against the rush. They're the number 1 rushing defense in the league. They're the number 13 pass defense in the league. It all equates to the number 4 overall defense, but yeah, they are really stingy against the run.
Yeah, they've been pretty consistent up front, but they've added a kid, Chizzy Umanakwi, out of Northern Arizona, who's also been lighting it up on the statistical side on the defense. So they've always trying to add to have the right players going into the playoffs.
Reyna picks up the blitz, and that ball is low and incomplete. Good pass defense there by Blades, Elijah Blades, who's back from injury starting tonight.
Yeah, that's one he might, we got man coverage. He had the post. Like I said earlier, the post is the easiest one to throw. He just got to throw that to the back corner and let his receiver play above the rim.
He was pressured up the middle, of course, by the linebacker, but ball goes incomplete, and will bring up third down now. So kind of important down here, 3rd and 10. And the running back next to him is Sap Lynch, and he's going to fire, and he's got a man, and right through the hands of Taylor. Unfortunately, his defender kind of crossed in front of the ball, but Taylor's probably thinking he should have had that.
Yeah, he's got to bring that one in. That's a big-time catch he could have made on 3rd down.
Yeah,
again, they came right back to it, right? I mean, they saw man crossing face on the post route. That's an automatic win. Just got to finish the catch.
So 4th down here, they're going for it. 4th down and 10 at the 13. Empty set for Jorge Reyna in the shotgun. Sends his 2 receivers in motion. He looks to his left. He fires to his left, and he's way over the head of Sap Lynch, and that's incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on down. So the Sugar Skulls, despite a fast start to this offensive series, come up short, and it'll be the Vegas Nighthawks' time to run the offense when we come back. This timeout brought to you by Tucson International Airport. Stay with us.
O'Reilly Chevrolet siempre mi pensar entre nuestra historia. O'Reilly es donde empieza.
El volumen 100, todas las ofertas que amas en un lugar inolvidable.
El corazón de Tucson, nuestros espíritus altos. O'Reilly es el lugar donde los sueños chocan. Con cada milla nuestro orgullo se enciende. Camino a ahorrarte dinero es nuestro gran motor. Si rodamos por Tucson, vamos a conducir sin temor. Viviendo para hoy, nada nos detendrá.
Revive la energía, recuerda los ahorros y juntos conduzcamos.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
What I love about the Tucson airport is that it genuinely takes pride in being local. From the vendors that are inside the airport, you have your parking perfectly located right around the airport. So many sculptures and pictures all around the airport centered on our amazing, talented artists. We've visited my family in Colorado, and it all has started at the Tucson airport simply because of the convenience. It's perfect here because you're already home. I'm Crystal Soto. Tucson is my home, and Tucson Airport is my airport.
Back here at the Boneyard, our first look at the Vegas Nighthawks on offense. And there's been a buzz all week, Nick, about Jaden DeLore returning to Tucson, the former Arizona Wildcat quarterback, now trying his hand at professional football, and he's really found a home quickly as a rookie here with Vegas.
Yeah, he's making good decisions when you cut the film on.
Are you copying it? Can you print it? Maybe did they allow that? How close are you to having the notes? Well, basically. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could probably print them, but I don't know officially. I mean, yes, I would say yes. But I don't know what your teacher will say. I mean, use your judgment. I'd say if you think so, then yes. So I dropped your medicine there.
Oh, what? That hurt? Yes. No, that's not. I only can see the sun. You can see it there from now. No, this can't be all in one night. Did you never do your homework? Wow. What? I'm gonna take this because I got it created. Was it good? Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna put it on his face. What? In a minute. Yeah, yeah, she did train. She's like, I'll let you play like an hour video game. Let you do your homework. And his mom got her and so he was the best. That looks a little. Pocket or cut it so it's not long. Thank you. Good. Yeah. I've been doing homework all day. I don't have that much homework.
Are you sure? I've been doing homework all day. Since 3:15. Something like 9.
Let's take a pause. Okay. You probably got a good 30 minutes. So take a 10-minute break. Go get some ice cream, go get your dad. And then from 9 to 9:30, finish up what you can. And then show us more. Be right. That's all you can do. Are you okay with filming the show? The other thing is, you have a photo. I mean, I feel like take the notes you have, take a 10-minute break, and then come back and read your own thing. Thanks so much. Taking care of your skin is like brushing your teeth and like deodorant, okay? So like, I feel like it's part of hygiene. So it's kind of like you were like, I'm like, brush your teeth, and you're like, don't dirty. It's kind of like taking care of your skin and your teeth, deodorant, and your cologne, washing your bottom, like it's all part of like being human.
Saying that now would be fun. Imagine it in my head. Sean, let's go. Who are you? The name's Safety. The name's Safety guy.
Yeah.
Snake race and Rocky Bobby. I feel like hard. Yeah, girl. Stinky out here.
Kira, can I bring your songs in? Okay, I'm just gonna throw them out. Really not.